Welcome to Hand Therapy.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Dom.
We're going to be working on my witchy fingers today because they're very stiff.
So yes, Tomi is having trouble doing casting her spells, and so which is very functional, and so we need to help her return to her functional ability. She's having a lot of stiffness in her joints. So here's a few things that you can do around the house to help with that fine motor manipulation and to increase range of motion in your joints that are more functional. So the first thing we're going to start with is pen scoots. And if you can see, I don't know if you can see these two lovely ladies.
Tom and Dom.
on pens. Oh, by the way, it's Halloween, if you didn't get that. Or it's just a Thursday.
It's just a Tuesday.
Or a Tuesday. Okay, so pen scoots. So having the pen in your hand and you want to scoot it from one end to the other is much more challenging than you would think, but it requires all of your three fingers operating together. You can also make it even more of a challenge by putting something like a little sponge or an eraser into your ring and your pinky finger, so they can't move along with it, and then you have to scoot to one end and then to the other end of the pen.
Am I doing it correctly?
Yeah, do you feel like
my spells are becoming a little bit more powerful? Right.
So then when you get to that end, turn the pen over, because that's what you're going to use when you erase. Is you need to be able to turn the pen one way to right and scoot, and then you need to be able to turn it over and scoot it to the eraser end. So you're doing, this is the more challenging version, is the scoot and twirl.
Scoot and flip.
Scoot. Yeah, I guess it's not a twirl. This would be a twirl. This is like, I can't do it with a block in. Okay.
Okay.
So these are great tools. I mean, everybody has them around the house. You can even, if you want to really get fancy, this is a really thick pen. I'm usually really good at this, but
I'm not good at this.
But you can do twirling around your fingers, and even if you just do this twirling, it can help.
It's more my speed.
So the key with your hand is you want to be able to do things with one side while the others may be doing something different, like fishing in your purse and trying to grab coins out of your pocket, or putting coins into a parking meter. Does anyone use coins anymore? I don't know, but those are really important to be able to have this do something like hold something while this you're manipulating. Like say when you're hanging a picture and you're holding nails in one end and you're holding the nail, you have three nails in one side of your hand and you're holding a nail and hammering probably this, whatever your dominant side is, and then you take out another nail, and in order to do that you need both sides, each side of your hand operating independently of one another.
Both of these have muscles that mirror each other. This is called the thenar eminence. This is the hypothenar eminence. They have tiny little muscles that create abduction. They also create flexion and opposition. And opposition is what she keeps talking about. It's what brings our fingers together and allows us to be just a little bit different than other mammals are for fine motor manipulation.
See, getting less stiff already.
Oh.
So
Wingardium Leviosa.
Is that going to make me levitate?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, actually.
Okay, so here's another trick, is to have a bank. You can make one out of, you can either have a bank or make one out of a Tupperware or something. And then some pennies, coins of different size. So let's see, can you see these? Probably better this way. So put them in some piles and then you're going to use both sides of your hands, picking up each one individually, putting it into that ring and small finger part of your hand with that hand without dropping them. It's challenging.
That was really hard.
Tuck it away so you're squirreling it in there. It's my spooky squirreling it into your finger. And just do a pile of, say, maybe 5 or 6. Now it's easy. You're not doing this. This is
Cheating.
realistic.
It's for cheaters.
But it's cheating in hand therapy.
It's for cheating. Yeah. No, don't be a cheater.
And then you've got the little slot to put it into. So holding the pennies in your hand, you'll fish one out at a time.
Not like this.
And remember to keep your palm down when you're doing it. You can make it even more challenging by moving it up and keeping your arm low, so if your arm's low and you actually have to really put it up like this, you can see how it's different with her hand now, instead of having gravity assist it into that spot. So it makes it more challenging by having it up higher, and then less challenging if it's flat on the table. Like that.
Still have 2 more left.
It's hard. And you're gonna wanna turn your wrist over, but don't. So pick up a pile of 5 or 6 pennies, fish one out at a time, like magic,
They appear.
and drop it in.
Yeah. So. So that's fine motor manipulation. You can also use one more thing that I like to use is a deck of tarot cards.
Or any cards.
Or any cards, I guess. And then what you do with your cards, or you can play solitaire. Just trying to be spooky.
They are tarot cards.
Yeah, these are tarot cards. So anyway, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hand and you're gonna also grab a hold of one and flip it and put it here. So this also helps to your fine motor manipulation and helps to increase those lines of pull all the way up the arm. You're also getting that soup pro if you've seen Money No Money. I just got told that this means no money somewhere in Italy. So this is something fun that you can do, and you can read your fortune. Best friends. Anyway.
All right.
Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.